Thanks, Kurt. There'll be a few rookies debut. Well, that's certainly our expectation in 2018. Luke Davies-Uniacke's our earliest draft pick in a very long time, so we expect to see him, based on his pre-season, play some footy. Will Walker's impressed through the pre-season, so there's a fair chance we'll see him, and Gordon Narrier will play in the AFLX, so he'll get his opportunity in the pre-season to press his claims for round one. Yeah, really good question. I think that we're still working through that ourselves, and the form that Goldie's been in through the pre-season suggests that he's every chance of returning to his best All-Australian form. So that's going to make it hard for Prusy to push him out, but we're always looking at getting our best 22 out there and playing, and Prusy's certainly capable of being in that. It's just a matter of working through that structure. So in combination with Ben Brown as a forward, we've got to look at how we're going to structure up, but that's what we'll use the JLT for. Well, when he's been out on the track, he's looked like the Sam Wright of old. He hasn't played for pretty much 2 years, so he's been in rehab a long time, but he's taking really good strides forward. He's just joined in main training and he hasn't lost any of his touch, so as soon as his foot's right and ready to go, we expect him to slot back into our side pretty quickly. Whether that's round one or soon after, we're looking forward to having him back. Thanks, Matt. Yeah, Ben continues to build his running capacity, and it's certainly not an absolute strength of his, but that's probably only because he's got so many other strengths that outweigh that. So probably if he did have the running capacity of some of the other elite midfielders in the competition, he'd be right up there with the very best if he's not already. But he's steadily improving, and we expect him to play a mix of inside midfield and forward this year. Yeah, Luke did play well in the intra-club as an inside midfielder, and we're looking to build his capacity to play multiple roles for us. He's played a bit at half-back, a little bit at half-forward, a little bit on the wing last year, so we're just looking to add that inside midfield string to his bow so he's got that flexibility. But I think in time, whether it's this year or further down the track, he will play a fair bit of inside midfield. Carl, he's an exciting player. No one's seen a lot of him in the last 2 years, only on the training track. Unfortunately, coming off 2 knee reconstructions, it's hampered the start of Paul's career, but he's a very exciting player with good skills, very good speed. But really, we can't set our expectations too high for Paul in 2018. I think if he just gets out there and plays and gets through, that's a real positive, and then we'll look to build from there. Thanks, Simon. I think Mason still plays his best footy as a forward, but with his elite running capacity, he's got the capability to move further up the field and play on a wing, and we have used him there in the past. So I suspect he'll rotate his time between key forward and wing, and we'll really look to use his running capacity to link up our defence and our attack. I think with Jai, we'll use him in both roles. A little bit like Luke McDonald, where we're trying to build his capacity to play as an inside midfielder. So he certainly will go in there at stages this year, but I think with the other inside midfielders we've got, there'll be good, healthy competition, and we'll give Jai a good opportunity in there early, and if he takes that opportunity, he'll play there more than forward.